morning guys, welcome back to the vlog. We are starting out the vlog in the car once again. We're actually just on the way to the markets. Typical Saturday routine. This is like a long weekend as well. So Monday is like
a day off. Yeah.
Queen's birthday. I don't even know what the occasion is.
I think so. I can't remember. They keep changing it every year, especially with this year, like everything's been moved around.
So Monday is day off, so I don't know what we're gonna get up to this weekend. We don't really have anything huge planned, but like I feel like we might try and do a few more fun things. Like I want to go to the nursery at some stage, or maybe we'll do like a walk or a hike or something fun. But this morning we are getting jobs done, so we're headed to the markets. Gonna go pick up our veggies and everything. We haven't made like much of a plan this week either. Usually we try to sit down and plan our meals, so we've just been going through in the car like what we want.
This is the type of market that I bring back all these weird vegetables like, ooh, kohlrabi, I'll try that.
Which is dangerous because you have to actually use it. Like it's easy for things to just like end up in the fridge, like in the back of the fridge, and then you just forget about them, or you like...
We did use the kohlrabi.
We did, to be fair, we did use the kohlrabi.
And you didn't like it.
And I didn't like it. I don't know. It was kind of just...
It kind of like...
It's kind of like a turnip.
It was kind of like a turnip crossed with a broccoli stem.
Yeah. It doesn't really sound very good though, does it? A broccoli stem. So it was a bit nasty.
I didn't mind it.
But I mean, we were branching out, so it's okay. Anywho, so we are on the way to the markets. I don't know if I'll bother vlogging at the market, just because it's kind of like awkward. Like I'm trying to handle Billy and it's just like a million things at once. But maybe we'll do like a quick little haul once we get back, because that's always fun. And yeah, just take you guys along for the long weekend and anything fun that we get up to. So we are back home and I'm gonna do like a really quick little market haul with you guys. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy seeing like grocery and market hauls, because obviously this is something that we could do like fairly frequently. We're pretty much at the markets every week, so let me know if you enjoy seeing like these little grocery hauls or not. I also don't want to like bore you guys showing you this stuff all the time, but anyway, I'll show you today what we got. We have a lot more fruit than usual. Okay, so let's start at this corner. We have so many bananas this time round. So I bought 3 kilos of bananas from the banana guy there. And my plan is basically to wait for a bunch of them to ripen so that I can store them in the freezer for smoothie bowls. Since the weather's been getting a little bit warmer, I really want to get back into doing smoothie bowls and smoothies for breakfasts, like just to have that as another option aside from eggs, because this week I'm just feeling a little bit overdoing eggs every single day. We also bought some spray-free apples, which look really good, some pears, also a papaya in terms of fruit. Haven't had a papaya in quite a while. Then in terms of veggies, we just have all the regular stuff. So we have some eggplants and broccoli for making a curry, some broccolini, a few bunches of broccolini, some cute little radishes for salads, some zucchinis, and these ones are huge, and then some tomatoes for breakfasts and also for curries, and then some capsicums because we're going to do fajitas, coriander, onion, and then we've got a big bag of shiitake mushrooms that we'll also do for breakfast. So this week in terms of breakfasts, I want to do like eggs a few days out of the week and then some smoothie bowls as well, but we'll see what happens. And then lastly, we just have some ginger and turmeric. So that'll also go in our curry. So yeah, that is what we have for the week. We also did a little top up at Woolworths just for like salad greens and things like that, because they have a bit more organic stuff in terms of like spinach and whatnot. So yeah, that is our little grocery market veggie haul. We felt like being a little bit lazy this morning, so we decided to do avocado toast for breakfast. We got also some avocados from the market that were really ripe, so they're perfect for mashing up today. And we have some gluten-free toast. I can't remember, what's the name of this brand again?
Abbott's Village Bakery.
So it's the Abbott's Village Bakery gluten-free bread, which is quite good, and yeah. Okay, so it is quite a bit later in the day and we are just making some lunch. I swear it must seem like we just spend all day eating, which, you know, low-key we do. But we're just in the middle of making lunch and I've just opened up a papaya. I haven't had a papaya in forever, but we're gonna have like a little bit of papaya as a snack before lunch. And then I'm just having some leftover stir fry.
Yeah, it's a hodgepodge lunch.
Yeah, we're kind of just eating up random things in the fridge. So we have some leftover stir fry. I'm gonna eat that. Nick's going to whip up like some mushrooms and some steak.
That we
That's
bought,
very fancy.
We bought the steak for, it's just, you know, it's just rump steak. We bought it for something else and we didn't use it, and it was kind of getting towards the end of its life, so.
So we're using that up as well, and I'm just making Billy's lunch, and I'm gonna give her a sample of papaya because she's never had papaya before, so that'll be fun.
Yes.
Okay, Billy, it's your first taste of a papaya. Let's move out of the way for a bit. Okay, can you do what I taught you the other day? Sit down, roll over, roll over. Oh. What do you think? Pretty good, huh?
Billy, turn around. You're getting
the booty in the camera.
We're getting the money shot of your butt.
Come on, Billy. What do you think, girl? Nick, you want to try some papaya?
Sure thing.
Pretty good. I'll get you a big bit.
Pretty good. It's kind of melt in your mouth, kind of bright.
So like back to exotic fruit season.
Yep.
Okay, so I have convinced Nick to take me to the nursery. Although, you know, I could take myself to the nursery, but...
This is after being like, oh, what if we could go to the nursery? And then this was Friday, went out to get Billy a dog toy and then came back with like a whole shopping bag full of like pots, plants, other fun
Give me a minute.
things.
I bought a $6 plant at Bunnings. A $6 plant. I didn't go out and buy, you know, some amazing...
I opened the door.
It was a baby plant.
She had like an arm full of
Well, I might have gone past West Elm and they had a sale on, so it only made sense to see what pots they had.
Real sheepish and guilty.
Anyway.
Is how I would describe it.
So what is, long story short, I went out yesterday and I may have bought a small plant, but I still feel like going to like a proper nursery. That was at Bunnings. I want to go to the nursery and just like, even if I don't buy anything, I just haven't been to the nursery for ages and it's like a fun outing, just like looking around at all of the options. But, you know, if we walked away with a little plant, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either. Anyway, we are ducking out to the nursery and it's one of our favorites. So it's in West End, it's called Mappins. So you've probably seen us, I feel like I've vlogged there before a few times, but it's our favorite one. They've got a really good selection. It's like a little jungle room. So we're just gonna go have a bit of fun, have a little look around, do some window shopping of plants.
I might buy some more veggie stuff.
Oh yeah, well, do they have that there? Oh yeah, they do. I think they have a small selection of herbs, so we'll see what else they've got, because as you guys know, a lot of the plants, like a lot of our herbs outside have been decimated by the possum, so we need to like get some new ones and also sort out like a netting situation so that it doesn't just, you know, happen again. So yeah, that's where we are headed. This is like my favorite weekend activity.
Spend the winter all alone, yeah. Cause I don't please fall. I don't please fall. Yeah. See, Had to ask a question if you happy, girl. I'll change your mind anytime in this happy world. Let's go and kick it, you and me, and see what love unfurls. Cause girl, I bet you love some tugging on them lovely curls. Hold up, a week up after that, believe we started dating. My heart was racing, but never felt my time was wasting. My mind was chasing.
Okay, so we have just left Mappin's. We went to another plant store because Mappin's wasn't like fully doing it for us. They have a lot of cute plants, like they're always really well stocked, but nothing like that was really catching my eye. Sometimes they have like some more special.
Their pots are a bit
on their pots. They're just not on it with like their pots. But we went to another store, they had really cute stuff, but it was kind of expensive. So we're gonna go to another nursery now. Onwards to Cottage Garden. It's really hot as well. I am sweating because we walked to go to like this other little shop. It wasn't that far, but it's like, you know, like 2 p.m, 1:30, so it's pretty hot right now. Anyway, we are gonna go stop in another nursery on the way home, just one that's like closer to home, and see if they have anything good. Just, yeah.
Amy's, when Amy goes plant shopping, she likes to have a look around and see if there's something cute, she'll buy it. When I go plant shopping, I don't mind looking at everything, but I only really like to buy plants that are gonna be a herb or a vegetable.
You like edible stuff, I like house plants.
Yeah, I like practical plants.
I'll have to show you guys our house plant situation when I get home because it's getting pretty lush. And we're going to move on to the next place. There's something that I was going to say, but I think I've lost it. Oh yeah, you forgot to get your herbs.
I can get that.
Oh, Cottage Garden will have it.
Yeah.
So the other place will have it.
Everywhere has herbs. So.
Yeah, it's not hard to get. Like pot plants, dude. Like the pot is so expensive. Like we went to this other place that had nice pots. Like all I'm looking for is like something that's really simple, like in good colors. I don't need like any crazy patterns or like dog face prints or anything like gimmicky. I just want nice colors. So this place had really nice pots, but like, you know, like a small to medium sized pot there was like $60, which is just, it gets kind of like out of hand quickly. And especially if you're buying like a few plants, you want like a few pots, not just one. So sometimes it's good even to go to like Kmart or somewhere and pick up a few. It's like get a few like more standout nice ones, like investment pieces, and then a few ones from Kmart. They actually usually have some quite nice options there too. But okay guys, we are back home and we didn't get anything. I don't know, is that a good thing or a bad thing? We didn't really like need anything, it was just for fun. I mean, it's still fun looking. I mean, I could have been like tempted by a few little plants that we saw. So like they had peperomias, which I don't have yet. And they actually also had pink princess philodendron there, but they were all looking a little bit beat up and they were like just, you know when you find like a rare plant, but it's not in good condition, but it's really expensive. It's like, if I bought it, it would need like a lot of TLC. And then it would still kind of look ugly for a while because all the leaves are like really dead, so it just needs to get propagated. And it's just like, do I really want to pay like $30 for a half dying plant? Or yeah. So anyway, we didn't get anything, but it was still fun. And now we're back home and I think we're just gonna chill for a bit because number one, like I'm really dehydrated. It's been so hot, and Billy is happy that we're back. She's just got her little treaty towel. When we go away, we make her like these little tea towels. We just put it out, like lay it out flat, line up some treats in it, and then roll it up, tie it in a knot, and it's like her favorite thing ever. So going nuts for that right now. But yeah, I think we're just gonna chill for a bit, cool down, and yeah, see what we do, Savo. Now that we are back home, I figure I might as well show you guys like my current plant situation or like little collection that I've got going on. You guys have already seen this baby, I'm sure, like a million times. She's doing really well, but I also bought a new plant during the week. So even though I didn't buy anything like today, I did pick up like that sneaky little plant at Bunnings the other day. So I'll show you what I got. So as you come upstairs, this is like my little plant corner. I've got this little pilea or like money plant that's been struggling for a long time. Like with, I don't know, the leaves like When I had him, this is actually gifted to me by my mum, but he has like these little concave leaves, which have been, like some of them are getting a little better, but that's been a struggle. Then we have this baby that's doing super well. We have my, what do you call this? Maidenhair fern, which if you guys have seen like one of my really old vlogs on Cultivate, you might have even seen me buy this one. So it's a little bit sad. He did die. He was actually doing quite well back at our old place, but then when we moved, he just hasn't really adapted very well. I got a little bit fed up with him for a bit. So I'm trying to like actively restore him and bring him back to life. So I'm giving him a lot of water all the time. So he's a work in progress, but I'm slowly nursing him back to health. Then I have my 2 Monstera adenosii, which are actually doing okay. I think their leaves are getting a little bit small because there's not great sunlight in the apartment that we're in at the moment. Like, it does get some sunlight during the morning hours, but throughout the day it's fairly shaded in here. But they're still doing okay. So he's growing down. He's doing pretty well actually. I don't know if you can see that, but these are all new little shoots. But he's got lots of little like new shoots obviously coming up. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how they're going. You guys might have seen me propagate these ones. This is like how far they've gotten since then. And then I have another devil's ivy. So this is like my favorite pot. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it's a handmade pot that I bought at a market, thrown by hand and everything. So it's like my favorite pot, and I feel like he's just a little overcrowded. So I'm actually thinking about cutting back some of these vines because there's like quite a lot that I planted in this one. So I'm thinking about cutting some of them back just to make the pot a little bit more visible, but you can see he's doing really well. And then the plant that I bought yesterday is this little guy. So Silver, I think it's called Silver Falls. I do want to move him into a more sunny position eventually because I know that these guys can tolerate quite a bit more sun and they like sun. However, I've just put him away from the others for now because I'm always a little bit worried that they might bring something in with them. Just a little bit further away in his quarantine corner, and he's in a plastic pot at the moment because I haven't had a chance to repot him. I bought this pot the other day from West Elm, and I don't very often buy pots and things there just because they can be a little bit more expensive, but they were having a really good sale on. So I think this pot was about $30, which isn't like obviously super cheap, but for a West Elm pot, that's a pretty good price, and it's like a decent size. I don't know if you can tell on camera. Yeah, so eventually I might repot him into there or put him in a different pot. That is my new baby, and he's really cute. So that's kind of my little upstairs plant collection. I do also have some in the office as well, and downstairs I've got another plant, but these are kind of like the main team at the moment. I did have a huge problem recently with fungus gnats. So like, if you're someone that has like a lot of houseplants, you know what I'm talking about. They're like those little flies, like those little fleeby flies that get into the soil if you've got like soil that's too damp and like not getting a chance to dry out. So that was a problem for a long time. So I've set up heaps of like little traps all over the place. At the moment, all of these plants are fine. So I've managed to clear the problem in all of these ones. But for a while, I had a lot of plants like going through quarantine in like our other bathroom just to get them away from all the other plants because these little flies, they're just so annoying. If you've ever had this problem, you know how painful it is because you just about have to like kill your plant within an inch of its life, like drying them out and not watering them so that these gnats die. But yeah, at the moment they're all healthy, which is why I'm like justifying to myself buying like a new one. Anywho, those are the plant babes. Oh yeah, and obviously I've also got this guy down here, so my rubber plant. Oh, actually, and there is one other one that I bought recently, but he is in quarantine outside because he does still have a fungus gnat problem, but most of them are in the clear now. Hey guys, so it is now actually Monday, so we skipped over Sunday and we're just in the car. I feel like we've been in the car like this whole vlog.
Welcome to the vlog of Inside Our Car.
Inside our car. Ooh. But yeah, today is Monday. Today is the Queen's birthday holiday here in Queensland. I think it's like different in different states in Australia, isn't it?
They changed it around, so like I think it's like Labor Day or May Day or whatever it is, like, or this Territory Day as well. It's not consistent.
Yeah, and someone on Instagram from the UK was saying that even in England they don't celebrate Queen's birthday.
That's weird.
So that doesn't make any sense, but
I would have thought that
is it
of
even,
all places,
it's not,
that's where it would have
but
been.
it's not actually the Queen's birthday, is it?
No.
Like it's not actually her, I'm
no,
so
because
confused.
they change it around. They change Queen's birthday's been in like May as well, so it's like they change it around all the time. It's not actually.
Which doesn't really make much sense.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's a day off. Originally we were planning to go to Burleigh Heads, like to the beach for the day, but we decided not to. We're gonna do something a little bit more chill just because it's like a decent drive to get there and everything. So instead, we're just gonna go for a little walk this morning. Nowhere crazy, just like along Brisbane River. And yeah, so we are just headed out. We've got Billy with us and we're just gonna have a bit of a walk this morning and a chill day, I think. Stopped off for iced coffee, so we got iced long black.
I didn't ask for straws, by the way. They just gave it to us, which I feel like we shouldn't do that these days. But
Oh well.
I don't really understand. I mean,
Okay, so we have decided to go grab some lunch. So we're at our favorite place and we have some tacos and nachos. I'll show you what we got. So we have just gotten back home and we actually stopped in at Bunnings as well while we were out, and we bought this giant like shell so that we can fill it up like out in the front yard, and Billy can like run around and have some fun because it's getting really hot. So we thought that would be a little bit of fun. Maybe we'll do that this afternoon. Oh, what do you think, Bill? Go, 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 go! Like, no! Okay, so it is again much later and we're actually in the middle of making dinner tonight. So tonight we are doing paleo fajitas. So it's fajita night. Nick does like the fajita filling and I am doing the wraps. So I'm pretty sure we've like vlogged this before. We haven't done fajitas actually in a while, so we felt like doing something a little bit fun for dinner. So I am making the gluten-free wraps. The recipe I'm using is actually out of our ebook, so I will pop the link to our ebook below if you want like the full recipe on how we do the fajita wraps. I've just got the batter here, so I'm gonna do this off in a pan, and Nick is just chopping some garlic. So I'll show you, like I won't bore you guys with like the whole dinner making process. I'll show you what we have as the end result. Okay, so I have the wraps going over here and Nick is doing this awesome sauce. Don't mind how dirty this stovetop is right now. It really needs a clean. But we basically got like red onion, capsicum, garlic, and Nick's gonna chuck in some shiitake mushrooms as well, and also some chicken. So yeah, looking good. We have dinner all ready to go. So we made a whole bunch of wraps because we're gonna have this tomorrow night for dinner as well. So I doubled the recipe and Nick also did a huge batch of like the filling, so we'll be good for a few days. But yeah, we're gonna eat our dinner, and we've also got some chopped coriander and Nick is just doing some shredded cheese. So that is dinner tonight.